Hello guys, and welcome to a new Star Division 2 video today by me, Vulcan. Today I'm going to be starting the Karelia campaign on the Axis side. I know some of you have been waiting a while for this, but it's finally here. Lately I was just waiting for the latest patch, so that's finally come out. Here we are starting today. Karelia, June 27th to July 12th, 1944. 10 days into the Soviet offensive on the Karelian Isthmus, the Finns have been pushed back all the way to the 1941 borders. They are on the brink of defeat. Gathering every available reinforcement, including calling in German support, the Finns prepare to repel the final assault of the Red Army. The fate of Finland is on the line. Now, I believe the campaign description for this one is covered by the narrator. But if you'd like to pause and have a look at the map, then feel free. But we're going to jump on the Finnish side, of course, and set the AI to hard. Let's go.
On June 10, 1944, 4 days after the Western Allies landed in Normandy and 2 weeks before the start of Operation Bagration, the Red Army's Leningrad front went on the offensive against Finland. In only 10 days, the Red Army pushed the Finns back to the strong point of Viborg, which fell on June 20th after hardly a fight. For the Finns, it was the lowest point of the war. Only the neglected VKT defense line remained. Behind it, a direct, open route to Finland's heartland. If the Red Army punched through here, the Finnish soldiers knew their homes and families would be directly threatened by the Soviet war machine. By chance, the Soviets failed to exploit their earlier successes, wasting precious days celebrating Viborg's capture while regrouping the units for the final assault. This delay allowed the Finns to reinforce the VKT defenses, bringing in fresh troops, including German reinforcements. With the very fate of Finland at stake, the wary Finnish soldiers found a renewed resolution to stop the Red Army dead in its tracks.
This is it, General. Finland's last stand. With the fall of Viipuri, we are left with no choice but to fight and hold the line right here. If the Soviets manage to break out of the Karelian Isthmus, they will reach the roads that lead directly to the heart of our country. It would be the end. By sheer luck, they have given us a couple days of respite. Reinforcements are already on their way, the 11th and 6th Divisions from the east, and the German 122nd Infantry Division, as well as a complete ground attack air group. We know the Soviets are massing troops to break out north of Viipuri. But beware of secondary attempts across the Vuoksi River. Our eastern defense line lacks depth. Use the reinforcements and the armored Panzeri Divisione to counterattack and plug any gap in the front. Good luck, General, and remember that the very fate of Finland rests in your hands.
Alright, so here we are into the campaign, playing as the Finns. This is going to be an interesting one. The Soviets have a lot of forces, but I'm going to do my best to hold on to every flag as best I can. I'll probably try and push as well as much as I can to make sure that we can crush their attacks and also potentially stop future attacks. Maybe if I can get around the rear here somehow. But we'll see what we can do. We're already under attack. The 3rd Battalion of the 20th Brigade, they are dug in, so there is that. We can call in some super heavy artillery from all the way back here, so we'll definitely make sure to do that. But we shouldn't really need much more than this in Phase A. That will give us 40 points to place down with bunkers, so yeah, that's plenty. And we're going to have some AT rifle bunkers, some standard AT bunkers, and also some Pak 75s. No, actually those do have Pak 40s in them, so that's okay. The 45 mil bunkers will transport snipe pretty well, so we should be okay. Tactical battle. and we'll jump on in. So it looks like they're bringing in some Phase B reinforcements. Otherwise, it's Phase A infantry and artillery. Okay. It's going to take me a little while to place down defenses on such a large map, so I'll be back with you guys in just a second. My defenses are all set up, so let's quickly go through them. I actually kind of struggled to get this done properly because it was a very small amount of points, I guess, for a map this big, like having to spread out my forces so much. But I managed to get quite a lot of machine guns down on the left. We've got bunk here with the AT rifle in it. AT rifle's kind of in a position to fire up the road a little bit. Then we have the Maxim that's close enough that if anything peeks through the light cover, it can fire back. And all the machine guns are just placed in all of the heavy cover. Then we also have a machine gun here, Kivos, to give us some recon on the left side of the river, just in case things try to sneak through here. I do have an AT rifle here as well that's kind of covering this road. They only have a short range, like 500 meters, so that's for if any transports start breaking through. Do have the 45mm though, further up, it's covering both of these bridges. With the Kivos there, recon's pretty important these days, just to spot units at a distance, and then we've got a unit of infantry there to cover up. And then we've got a couple of AT rifle squads that are going to be moving forwards again, cover the road. Cavalry just in open trenches. These are going to be hit pretty hard, but that's to make them draw fire from the AT gun that's going to be firing up this road. Kivos going to be right on the edge here, giving me recon information. I've also got a bunch of these Tulin Taija squads. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that right. They are just casually sitting in high ground areas to give me better recon information. They aren't the best recon in the world, but they are better than nothing. Actually, they do have... They've got very high optics as opposed to... And they're very high as well. Yeah, I think they don't have exceptional optics like the standard 2-man recon squads. These are the artillery spotters, so maybe we can make use of that later with the actual artillery. But these two machine guns are going to be moving forwards to the edge. We've got an AT rifle that's going to be covering the left road there. 75mm covering the bridge with another close range AT rifle. We've got machine guns in this area. This one's placed far enough back that it only engages at the 1,200 meter range, which is the maximum range of the Maxim. If I move that forwards, it can be fired out from out of range, so that's just to make sure things like OBs don't get the better of the bunkers. 45mm here, going to be engaging. We are going to have to worry about OBs. I'm not entirely sure how I'm going to get rid of them just yet. It's probably going to have to be artillery, but I had to make sure that I had all the infantry on the ground first to make sure that when they do attack, we can hold. They don't actually have that much to attack me with in the early game, so we should be okay. I've also got an extensive command network set up. You can see I've got this AT gun, 2-star veteran C to make sure I can snipe as much as possible. That's going to be the commander here with the leader on this left-hand side, and that's creating a network all the way across. I was hoping to cover that 75mm as well, but it doesn't look like I'm going to be able to, unfortunately. Further over to the right, looks like that's probably going to be an OB. Yeah, it is. That's annoying. I was a little bit worried about those. They might kill off my bunkers. It's okay if they do. It's not the end of the world. This Lati squad's probably going to have to fall back. The Strelki will eventually push in here. So I'm probably just going to bring them back to this trench here and just seed that area. Mortars we're going to have to counter battery as well. We do have the super heavy artillery, so I'm going to bring that in. I'll probably put it on counter battery almost immediately, so that should help us out quite a bit. It does have 40 shells on each of these. They are big artillery pieces. Surprised this truck can carry it, honestly. Oh, speaking of artillery, they've got some pretty big artillery there. I don't mind if they RT my bunkers, but RTing that AC gun, we don't want to lose that. We're going to want to try and take out their Maxims at a distance as best we can. I'm also going to want to fill out this with something. Now, our frontline forces are Kavari. They're not that great. They're okay at the mid-range because they have the Suomi submachine gun. And this submachine gun for the Finns has a 150 meter range. So it manages to engage especially in like light cover at a better distance than Staroki can. Although Staroki in this case, they don't even have submachine guns, so the Cavalry actually do pretty well. But longer range engagements, Staroki obviously going to win. Shorter range engagements, Cavalry with higher veterancy are going to still do really well. This artillery is very oppressive. I'm kind of worried about using these, but we will do it. See how we get on. I'm kind of hoping that they fire at different targets, but I don't think they will. Normally just fire at the same target. Excuse me. So the OB on the left is probably going to destroy this bunker, which is a shame. I'm probably going to get one of my big guns to engage that and destroy it. Should be in range. Let's have both of these engage it. And I'm going to have to move a little bit more. I'm definitely going to have fill the gap here with something. Probably get some machine guns. How many more machine guns do I have? I don't think I actually have that many more. It's going to be a little bit of a problem. A sniper engaging the bunker is not good either. I'm going to have one of these Cavalry move forwards and kill that sniper, because without sniper there, the OB is probably blind. Taking out their snipers is pretty important. I think my next purchase is going to be just a bunch of Cavalry. I've already brought in all of my leaders, so I don't want to lose those if I can help it. I don't have a radio here for this sniper. That's a pain. And these should be hitting pretty hard. I'm gonna have that Cavalry fall back, mainly because they don't have the veterancy over there. Let's make sure we hit the sniper though. Looks like the counter battery is doing okay. I want to have one too far forwards. That's probably a bad idea. Let's just put them both back here. Nice thing about this 210mm artillery is it has very good range, so I should make use of that. Just going to unload all of these into the trees. 45mm's been very resilient. We've got to hold for 11 more minutes. Another OB on the left there. Make sure we smash that. And these, if they kill the sniper, we're just going to target them onto this 152mm. Just need a good direct hit there. I mean, even if we just pin down the Maxim as well, that's a pretty good thing to do. Gonna bring in some more Cavalry here. Don't think these will be targeted first, so yeah, I'm just gonna spread those out, hope for the best. Don't really want to run for these buildings. If I move these across, we can probably get a lot of guns on target. It will help us out quite a bit. This isn't good. That AT gun's probably going to get surrendered. But that is the reason I'm bringing all these in. I do have some bunkers here, or some trenches, sorry, that can be filled. And I'm probably going to have some of these just try and get all the way up to the hill anyway. Looks like a Kivari actually died on the right. Let's put some more over here. It's quite a lot of infantry. What I'm probably going to do is start falling back with my commander. And we'll hold back here instead. Alright, let's have these target that there. These two can target these. We've got guns still going for the counter battery, which is good. Ooh, they did manage to arty this, okay. That hurts. I did not expect them to actually arty that area, but I guess the AI worked out that they were clumped up. Bring in some more. We're going to need more. Nice, this is working well. I've got it in a position where it can kind of kill transports to get a little too ambitious coming up that hill, and it's worked out perfectly, so that's nice. Making sure you get those transport snipes is so important in situations like this, because otherwise what's going to happen is a truck gets all the way up here and it just surrenders my units. I'm going to put these on return fire so they don't reveal themselves. That's a lot of my information right there. And we can push back through, probably catch the Strelki out, because we'll be at a closer range. And hopefully we'll have recovered some of our morale by then. This is definitely going to have to hide. I think they might actually die. We'll see. I need to put them on like return fire and just hide them. They were the connector basically, and also covering the Maxim there. So I do not want those to die. Losing leader squads is going to suck bad. But what I can do here is we can get a bunch of these Kivari squads to come and cover the cover the crossing. Hopefully I can keep these covered by the trees in the meantime and hide them again. Alright, I'm gonna unload these in the open because the artillery is coming down again on this area. Probably work out from where. It's on the left there. Unloading these in the open isn't ideal, but it's, I was going to say, it avoids them getting hit by artillery as they get hit by artillery dead on. There's quite a lot of stuff over here, huh? Alright, well, bring in a few more Kivari. That one's going to have to fall back. Getting my commander behind these guys probably the best choice. And if I can have these cross the river and benefit from the leadership of this guy, then we're in a good spot. Okay, well we pushed them out. That's good. I'm gonna probably pull these to the right. I'll leave one unit here. These two can just go in the buildings. This is gonna have to do a runner. $50mm mortars are coming out to play. 13 minutes left now. If I can hold one more flag, like this flag for example, then Should be okay. We make it 21 to 5. Technically a major victory, and that shortens the timer quite a bit. Major victory is pretty important here. I don't really have anything to kill these. I have an AT gun, I could bring that in. One of my big guns got taken out, unfortunately. Let's just put this on counter battery. I should have someone fire well as well. Oh nice, that Lati managed to get a good shot there. Let's smoke them off, keep them safe. This unloading the infantry here is actually not a good thing. So what I'm going to do is we're going to pull this back, let the bunker do its job. We're holding 21 to 5. Only just. It's tough. It's really tough. We've got to keep an eye out. Another Kivari went down. There's Vedka getting very close. Kivus, they do have bunkers here. And if they're using the SVTs, these Tharki actually will take a lot of damage. I should probably help out with the Maxim though, so we'll make sure that's firing. Try and kill this Dushka truck. Looks like one of those machine guns died. Pull this one back. Kivari in this building, if they can get into like a medium range, can probably do a decent chunk of damage. Here is not too good. Like these guys are using my trenches, so we don't want to engage them if we don't have to. My best bet is just to unload that AT gun. Hopefully that can do the job. Alright. Let's start smashing that. Another one of my artillery pieces went down. I don't really have many more of those, so got to be a bit careful. Their counter batteries getting the better of ours. And again, using the artillery now is a good thing. This Lati's may as well fall back now. Alright, these guys need to get in position, so we're going to have one go there. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to have a couple of these push across. I should probably put the weak ones actually in the trench. Have the healthy ones push across. Kivo said did actually win that engagement. Bring up some more Kivari. Pianeri. We did push back the Chonos here, that's good. Let's make sure we start targeting... Ooh, that's quite a big chunk of dudes. Okay. This unit, probably going to die, but I need them to stay there. Just do as much damage to these Aptos as possible. If the Aptos get close, we lose. Well, we lose the forest at least. Not sure why this is... It's just like lower ground or something. I'm not sure why they don't have line of sight on that right side. That's weird. Lost a flag somewhere. Looks like it was here. Yeah, I need like a Kivari squad that can get close there. We're holding elsewhere. We're doing a pretty good job so far. Let's make sure this unloads. We'll start smashing that. I'm going to keep hitting the trench there. Okay. We do have some artillery in this as well, so let's bring those in. I might as well. 5 minutes left. If we kill these, maybe we can shorten it. Artillery coming in on this right side is helping a lot. But that Kivari died very quickly. Do you have a Pianeri on the way? Don't really have much else to count on though. We're certainly low on dudes. Let's bring in the Lahdojunta and the Kivos. Alright, we captured back that temporarily. I'm really hoping they don't kill the Kivos. This is ridiculous. Move forwards these Kivadi. Gonna move forwards the commander as well. Make sure they maintain their 2-star veterancy. These can just run. Get onto these guys. These on orders here and here. And maybe over here somewhere as well. These have run out of ammunition. Reloading them now is a bit of a stretch, but gotta give it a go. Running into Sabari is not a good idea. Kivos might do quite a lot of damage to Aptos in that situation, but the fire coming in from units further back is pretty horrific. "50 seconds. Hopefully we can hold. I could have used these as infantry guns actually, that might have been a better idea. Left side's held well. The artillery's kind of got the better of us elsewhere. A lot of Kivari going down. These do have like 10 men in each squad, right? So may as well bring those in. And I mean, we're still going to get a major victory, but we lost another flag there. That's okay. Shit. Last thing I want to do is lose leaders. Like, leaders are very important for future networks of leadership. Interface C. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Please hold. Whew. Damn. Okay, major victory. 20 minutes, 7 seconds. 104 kills, 28 losses. Beautiful. The artillery did manage to counter battery actually pretty well. That's good. And my bunkers saved me a bunch on that hill. This one in particular. I killed a reasonable amount of their 152s. They also killed like a few of mine, or at least a couple of the 210s. There was only 2 in the end. I thought it was more than that. Well, I think for the first battle, it was okay. Yeah, I'll take it. 11 cavalry, 2 artillery. Killed a lot of stuff. Under attack again. Alright, so this is going to be a bit more scary, I think. Although in this one we're going to have unit to back us up here. Yeah, that's nice. We've got another unit behind. So we should be able to bring in the 2 and then the 1. We already disorganized this unit, so that's going to give us an advantage. Yeah, nice. Alright, it's tactical battle. Actually, do we have air cover here? I think we do. I think we have AA. Just. They are bringing in air force though, aren't they? Makes me wonder whether or not I should push. they brought in the 2 Guards Rifle regiments and the 566th Assault Regiment. 566th is an air regiment. So that's going to be pretty rough to deal with. I'm not sure that we have any AA at all. Okay. Well, we'll have to work with what we got. Going to be a matter of getting the AT guns into good positions again. These 2 roads on the right are pretty easy to cover. The ones on the left, maybe not so much. Like this is going to be a lot harder to defend because there's all the trees in the way that cover the line of sight. So, yeah, we'll start by just placing. Looks like I can't place an AT gun on this road. Ah, that's annoying. Okay, well that's going to make that side a little bit harder. But here, easy AT gun just here. I'm not sure if I should place it so out in the open. Like I might be able to sneak it in here or something. I'm not sure. On this side, we can certainly get away with probably popping a couple of AT rifles in. Just like off the side of the road. Positions like this. I'm not sure I'm going to try and push to these. I could maybe do that. Not being able to place a bunker down this road is kind of annoying. I could still get an AT gun that covers the road. It's just not going to be a bunker. It'll have to be an AT gun that sits in the back garden here. This is a position I'm a little bit worried about. I could maybe do it like so, actually. That would probably be better. Then it's not so out in the open. I'm placing it so that it can kind of cover this light area as well. Not going to be anything that comes down this road. So we'll just put a solithurn like here. For anything that manages to sneak down. And we can pop that pretty easily. In here, we can probably use the range from the light cover to get a good maximum bunker in there. That's going to be handy. But yeah, I think what I'm going to do, guys, rather than just go through all of the defenses like I'm doing now, we'll get them all down and I'll go over them once they're done. So I'll see you guys in just a second. And my defenses are all set up. So this has actually been quite a difficult one for me to place my forces on. The bunkers are in okay positions. We've got an AT gun, for example, covering this road. I've got an AT gun being able to fire all the way up there. But the main issue I'm having is with my infantry. I haven't really used many trenches. I placed all of my infantry into the forests, and the main reason for that is because of the Air Force. If I have them in trenches, it bunches the squads up really tightly, and then when they get like rocket striked or something, it does a lot of damage. So my plan is to just keep them dispersed randomly in the forests, then maybe I can make the AI miss some of their airstrikes. That's kind of the plan. I probably will put down a trench for this guy because I think he might need to move forwards. I'm just going to put him there. But we've got our command structure set up. And that should hopefully give me command for the entirety of the right side from this guy. Then we have on the left, our commander is here. And then he's got a leader further up. I should probably have a leader with these guys actually. Just to make sure that they are more effective. But I am very low on leaders again already. Make sure that I'm changing out the right unit. I mean, these do give me 10 men, so next to Kivadi. They're pretty good. They've got 8 rifles. Okay. Cool, that'll do. Let's launch the battle. I am kind of pushing up a little bit here to be able to engage at a decent line of sight. Keep this one back for the time being. Looks like recon coming out. Not sure about this one. I'm probably going to end up falling them back, honestly. At some point. Now we'll move them up. Hope we can get some kills onto these. Nice. Party squad's doing their job. Probably going to have to fall back with these. Oh, it's made them unload early, so can't complain. I do definitely want to take out this unit. I can. I mean, the Kivos will engage. I don't want the SG, though, to be able to shoot the Kivos. That would suck. I'm hoping I can take out the OB. Like the MG might win. I'll jump out. Where are they going? For my Kivos. Well, that's probably dead. It's getting bombed twice. It's unfortunate. My Lati squad's going to want to do a runner. This was supposed to have a trench, but I forgot to give it to it. So it looks like they're pushing through here. We'll plug that gap. Bring in a bunch of Kavadi there. You have to be really careful about these IL-2s. If they start bombing the bunkers, these could start doing a serious chunk of damage. Another area where I forgot to put down some trenches. To get them into light cover for now. The other thing I'm going to do is start bringing in some artillery. I do have 105s at the start, which were already put on counter battery, so they should help me cut down at least on some of the enemy mortars and so on. But these aircraft are really going to be annoying to deal with. I'm not sure we're going to be able to like major victory this or anything. I'll have to wait and see. It depends on the ground forces mainly. Also, if the bombers keep going for Givari squads, it's okay, because the bunkers are going to stay alive, and the bunkers are probably a bigger problem for them. So, it's okay. The only issue is it will make the unit obviously way weaker for future battles. But if we start to disorganize a lot of the units initially, I probably won't have too much of a problem in the future. I'm going to unload 3 of these on this side, 3 on this side. Really have to pay attention to those bombers. They're going to get really hard to deal with as the game goes on, especially if the AI continues to buy them. Like, that's going to be pretty horrific. But we're going to start cracking down on some of these longer range weapons. If I can just start arting these areas, should be pretty handy. Arty squad's still doing a good job there. Nice thing about this artillery that we have, it's really accurate. I'm just going to get loads of it straight away. As quickly as possible. Because if I can put some of them on fire at will as well, that will help us out a lot. Or probably better than that, sort of defensive fire would be the best one. Oh, that I have to manage, I think, to get in range of my leader here. Should probably have the leader fall back. I don't want to lose the leader unnecessarily. It will be useful to have with Kivari back here, so we'll do that. Oh, I lost something there. Unfortunate. I'm really hoping for like a direct hit here with the 152. Be nice. Should have corrected shot. I just lost a leader unit due to these min-aircraft. There goes the Lati. I'm holding these back a little bit here. Bunker's under fire, which is fine. That's just an AT bunker. AT rifle bunker. I will reinforce that preemptively though. Probably going to need to reinforce this area a bit more as well. This can fall back so it doesn't get bombed again. Okay, make sure to crack down on these snipers. Smash that area with some artillery as well while we're at it. It'll be important. Oh, nice. Givardi doing a lot of damage there. Are managing to engage with the submachine gun as well. The beauty of Finnish infantry. That submachine gun range. Yeah, let's get even more in. What's that going for? My bunker? No. How? How did it see that? Alright, they surrendered my bunker in the open. That's not good. Let's bring in a couple Kivos. Couple Kivari here. Okay. Too bad. Gonna bring in some Pionieri preemptively. Doing it to this one as well. It makes it so I literally cannot bring in leaders. Like, they shouldn't be able to see that. Okay. Well, we'll just have to improvise. Actually, I guess maybe the recon aircraft's flying around and it's getting line of sight on them briefly, and then the AI is remembering exactly where they are and bombing them that way. That's probably what's happening. That's yeah. These IL-2KRs, we have nothing to stop them from being in the sky other than our own air force, but I didn't expect them to be able to join this battle because it looked as though the AA was there, but obviously just not quite. Yeah. Oh, let's go for the bunker. It's fine. Artillery's done a fine job so far, I think. Holding back a lot of the waves of units. I'm going to put a couple of them on fire at well. This is going to be defensive fire here. I'm going to defensive fire this as well. We'll put a couple there. Another one there. Intensify that. And I'm going to need some supply, so we'll start bringing in supply. Thankfully, the AI is not using their recon aircraft on my artillery. Because otherwise they'd start directly bombing my artillery, which would be unfortunate, to say the least. Kivari beat Kavaria, close range, no problem. Kivos are probably dead though. Well, not quite. I made it really hard here for them to bring in troops and unload on this road, because they just get slowed by all the barbed wire either side of the road. With the extra veterans here, it looks like this is kind of working a little bit. Just got to replace the units that get hit by the bombers. We should be okay. The artillery's done well. Again, we won a major victory here, at least. But a victory I don't think really matters. It's gonna probably miss whatever it was trying to hit. I think it was going for these Kivari, but they all jumped into the trench there. This was like a backup trench that they put down. It looks like they're using them there to get into the trees, which is nice. I know a lot of you guys will probably want me to zoom in a lot more, so I'll make sure to do that where I can. Watch the Finnish troops there mow down some Avtos as they get close. These Kivos, that's so going to get hit. And this is constantly under fire. I'm going to keep these two further back. We'll actually put them into the trench here. And the rest of these can spread out to where they were supposed to go. Oh, those ones managed to get overrun by the Avtos. Unfortunately, but push them back a little bit at least. We get a little bit closer. Should be able to engage with the submachine gun. The dead Kivari. I should wipe out those two very fast. Nice. Good kill. What I need here is probably... I brought in the wrong unit. Lähetojunta, maybe a good idea, but no, we'll get the AT gun in here for sure. Cover off the back of that. I'm going to get a bunch of Kivari that are going to spread out and push across the open. The Kivari probably got bombed on the right hand side there, unfortunately. Good. Artillery's doing a decent job so far. I'm probably going to go reload this. Like, I need to spread out the supply a little bit. Otherwise it's just going to dry up and we're going to have none left. And then we're in even bigger trouble. This is building up a lot here. Let's bring in a bunch more Kivari. having the Kivari engage in the light cover is really good for us, especially against Avtos. We've got to continue that. Closer ranges like this, when they're outnumbered, it's not as good at all for us, but I might be able to do something by moving up on this side. This is building up a lot. Okay. What I'm going to do is we're going to grab all of these. I'm going to start manually ordering them. Because we need to start pinning some of these forces as they push up. All of these are going to go to the left side. These can go in here. These can go into the town. So many aircraft at the moment, it's kind of ridiculous. But these are just kind of sponging shots for us at the moment, that's the important part. Yeah, my Kivari getting overrun. There's so many. Wow. Should have plenty more Kivari of my own. I do have the 3rd Brigade here, so I should do something at least. Another Kivari down. Bring up more on the left-hand side here. Cover off against the swarms. My own swarms in. Thankfully those bombers aren't getting killing blows, which is allowing me to fall back, and they'll probably try and bomb the same place twice. It's good for us. A lot of these are running out of ammunition. Okay, let's keep these pushing forwards. Those ones can move back. Those can move into light cover. These need to fall back a little bit. Some others can just spread out. There is a commander in there. We got 39 seconds to go. God, this has just been ridiculous. I did not mean to unload those there. That's fine though. We can just start pushing straight up. My bunker finally went down. I'm really hoping they don't get to the AT gun. Okay, good. Just in time. Yeah, I'm gonna have to run with those because they're gonna get surrendered if another artillery shot lands. Okay, cool. Whew. 20 minutes, 4 seconds, 105 kills, 34 losses. Damn. That was ridiculous. The artillery, I think, helped us a lot in that battle, just holding them back. There were some serious waves of infantry there. Thankfully, the IL-2s didn't get that many kills, but they were having a fun time sniping some of those leaders. That sucks. But I would say good job, considering the circumstances. Considering they brought in IL-2s, it could have been a lot worse. Okay. It looks like we didn't actually lose as much as I thought we did, because the units we're placing down at the start aren't getting counted towards losses. So that's helping us out quite a bit. But that's disorganized 2 of the units right at the front here. That's cool. This unit's going to have to move forwards as AA at some point. For now, it looks like this battle is going to be covered by AA. I'm probably... Well, I mean, I think I may as well bring in the one next to it, because next, like, even if one of these doesn't join, they're going to have to attack the other one anyway. So I might as well bring in them both for now and use up the action points, because the unit that doesn't have action points will still be able to defend itself anyway. The only question is, do I bring in the artillery? We also do, of course, have the aircraft, our own aircraft, that I need to consider. But unfortunately, guys, it has been my time. So I'm going to leave it here. In the next episode, we will have to do our best at continuing the defense of Finland. It's been a good start. Hopefully you've enjoyed these breakthrough battles. There's going to be plenty more of them. But yeah, that's it. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.